197 from the West Gym. 12th ranked Deprez against Cody Mulligan. And away we go. Binghamton against Edinboro.
Yeah, Mulligan has a lot of experience. You know, he's a tough guy. He's 8-5 on the year. But like Coach Hill said, he needs a big win, and Louis would be a big win. For any wrestler at 197, Louis would be a big win.
Yeah, no easy day for Mulligan. Took on nationally ranked Owen Pence. Suffered an 8-3 defeat, and Deprez earned the win over Pence just about an hour ago. A 7-5 decision in his favor.
And tomorrow he gets to wrestle Sam Mitchell, who's also a very good wrestler from Buffalo. It's a tough weekend.
I mean, this
right?
weight class, it seems like you talked about it. Every duel, that 197 draws all the attention.
Yeah, and it's not just Louis because he's ranked and he's two-time All-American. It's just in general, like, we've just had the fortune of having teams come in here, and they had great 97-pounders. That's all it is.
Deprez, unbeaten in duels. Wins against Stanford, Buffalo, and earlier today against North Dakota State. Mulligan an even 2-2 in his duels this season. A rarity in this Edinboro lineup as a veteran. He's a fourth-year guy.
Yeah, in high school, Mulligan was a two-time Pennsylvania state champ. Not easy to do.
Not in that state.
His dad was his head coach. You see that a lot, right? We've had multiple student athletes.
So it ties together. You talked earlier about how your parents are your coach. Sometimes they are literally your coach.
Oh, yeah. And there's Louis right there. Great way to open the match.
So Deprez gets 2 points. A couple of minutes deep to the first period.
Great way to start the match. Mulligan was also a Super 32 tournament champion, which is the toughest folk-style tournament in the country. Even, I say that, in the Ironman tournaments going on right now in Ohio. So there's a lot of college coaches out in Akron, Ohio right now, recruiting the top talent in the country.
Here in Vestal, it's a tri-meet. North Dakota State took down both Edinboro and Binghamton. And now we wrap up the day between the Bearcats and the Fighting Scots.
He got him pretty good there. He got him in the eye, but Louis is a tough dude. He's just going to keep wrestling. He's not going to take time. That's a situation where the ref can say that's on me, which is great because if you take injury time, it's the other wrestler's choice. I don't want to talk about that role because I have mixed feelings about it.
Gets in a sticky situation.
Yeah. So, but Louis just wrestles through it. But he is going hands to the face a little bit, and that's upsetting Louis, and you do not want to upset Louis.
Not a two-time All-American and three-time NCAA qualifier.
Really nice attack, really nice finish. All of that was clean. Louis is wrestling really well today. There was a little bit of lapse in the last match, but like overall, just a great day. Wow, you don't see that a lot. They said he was fleeing. I did see a duel once where a guy from Oklahoma grabbed the edge of the mat to get out. Like,
he used all the leverage he could find.
He was literally, and then catapulted himself out of bounds. And the ref looks at him and he's like, that's one. Like, you can't, you're not even giving me an out.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Period.
It was great. But tomorrow night on ESPNU, Oklahoma in the Bedlam duel is battling Oklahoma State at 6 p.m. So nationally televised, ESPNU. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah. You know, I mean, Oklahoma State has the upper hand, but Oklahoma is gaining momentum, much like Iowa State. Like, Iowa State is gaining momentum. Iowa didn't like that very much. Things are getting chippy here. All right.
Well, it had set the tone. You had seen Deprez was not pleased with a couple of moves in that first period.
And rightfully so. Like, it's wrestling. You know, this is what I would say. For 7 minutes, you can do whatever you want. And then when you leave the mat, be a gentleman. Before the match, be a gentleman. 7 minutes, you know, stay within the rules.
Just go for it.
Yeah. And I mean.
And now Mulligan's
hopefully he's okay, yeah.
Well, Matt Hill had talked about his hopes for Mulligan heading into this one today. He knew the competition he was facing.
He's done.
Mulligan is in some.
Yeah, he's done.
significant pain. So he's
hopefully he's not, you know, out for the season. But that kind of, I was watching the Vegas tournament last week, and unfortunately a heavyweight from South Dakota State sustained an injury, and you could tell it was very serious, and that kind of looks like this again.
So Mulligan, thankfully, is on his
this
feet.
is good. This is good. You want to see this wrestler. This is fine if he defaults this match, but we want to see him in a couple weeks.
So Mulligan, the handshake for Lou Deprez, and this one comes to an end prematurely.
The knee looks to be pretty unstable, so hopefully he's okay.